gentlemen, Lynn, Ruth, Miller, everybody.
Let's hear it for Ryan. Come on, let's hear it for Ryan. And let's hear it for yourselves for supporting live comedy. That's right. And don't forget to tip your wait staff. They're working like crazy here.
Right.
And let's hear it for St. Patrick's Day. It's tomorrow. St. Patrick's Day. I'm not hearing it. Yeah, that's really good. I tried. Then Ruth Miller, I'm 79 years old and I'm your future.
You are not. Oh, you are not. Ow! Oh.
They've given me 30 minutes up here because they think that's all the time I've got left. I can hardly blame them. My passport number is 4. I've had so many body replacements when I go up through airport security, I feel like I just hit the jackpot in Vegas. But I like going through airport security now. Has anybody flown?
No.
You have flown? In a plane? Yeah. I like it. Did they give you the little pat down? I had a little Filipino, a little tiny little, right my size. I love it. They explore your sensitive areas. I love when they explore my sensitive areas. Because my two husbands could never find mine.
Right, there's the 3.
I've reached an age now, though, when I'm thinking about what I want to be when I come back. I decided I want to be a prostitute. That way I'll know what it feels like to get paid for being used. Right, lady? Actually, 79 is the new 78. I have a lot of new opportunities now that I'm 79. My face is my fortune. Joan Rivers hired me to be the before picture. And I've become a senior model. I'm modeling Suppose and Laura Ashley Prince. And I'm teaching German Shepherds to double as pill caddies. And I'm modeling non-skid Depends for seniors on the run. I'm finally keeping pace with the dollar. I'm getting smaller. Because when you get older, you lose inches. And you also get shorter. I'm sorry, that's what happened. I've gotten so short I don't have to bend over to wash the floor. And I don't have to go down on my knees to go down. Which is nice.
No, I'm good.
But you know, because I've gotten so short, I thought I probably would make a good fluffer. Don't you think I would? Because I'd be off stage. Anybody who doesn't know what a fluffer is a nice person. No, but you know, yeah, right. Well, wouldn't that be good? I'd be off stage and get all fluffed up. And then I looked in the mirror and I thought, no. I'd be better as a fluffer control. You know, I give him the grandmother look and he'll get completely unfluffed. I'll explain this joke to anybody that doesn't understand it. Yeah, right. But anyway, I hate when people treat me like I'm old. I do. I hate it. I could kill them. So I got myself a 44 Magnum. Yeah, listen, if they give me life, how long can it be? And I get myself 3 meals, a bed, and a bitch. I'm not sure I can handle the bitch, but I'm pretty sure she'll handle me. That really sounds good. I've been around. You know, I've lived a long time. I've been around. I did cruise ships. I did the Mayflower. Yeah, I knew John Smith, but he wanted Pocahontas, and I don't do sex that way. After I got my pacemaker, I put they featured me in Playboy in the gadget section. I put my kidney on eBay. I thought I'd make a little money. I put my kidney on eBay, and I got a hit from an archaeologist. He's into dinosaurs. Yeah, but I'm tighter than that, I think. Well, I do like to keep up to date. I do. I love to go to raves. Don't you? Right, you like to, have you done it? Go to raves? I just love it. I put my pacemaker on silent and my hearing aid on vibrate, and I'm there. That's what I do. Yeah. And I tried speed dating. Have you tried speed dating? It's just no good for the elderly. It really is no good. The first guy got his foot caught in my walker, and the second one dropped his teeth in my beer. I thought, no, I don't like that. I love Oregon, though. I really love Oregon. I love Cave Junction. Anybody been to Cave Junction? Yeah, oh no, I love Cave Junction. They grow marijuana in the fields. So you're driving down the road, there's a 99. I think you're driving down and all the cows are just, they're in the field and they're going, moo, slamming against the fence, you know. Oh, I love it, and they have a dairy, they have a local dairy there, and you drink that milk, I'll tell you feel good. Let's hear it for Washington State. I want to hear it for Washington State. They pay attention to the Bible. They do. They just legalized gay marriage and marijuana. And the Bible, and it's absolutely true, it says in the Bible, they're following the Bible. The Bible says when two men lie together, they should be stoned. Very religious I'm going to give you my little Irish reminiscence. When I was in Ireland, the people that I stay with have a dog that had his tail removed. And he looked at me with the same intensity that Jewish men look at me. Something's missing and I can't remember how I lost it. And speaking of circumcision, I understand that all the nerve endings are in the foreskin, which explains why my husband always fell asleep when we were having sex. But San Francisco, I know that's so sad. But San Francisco is trying to outlaw circumcision until the boy is 18. I think that's a very good idea. I do. I think the mother should decide. A quarter inch for every misdemeanor. Yeah, we'll have a lot of Jewish transsexuals romping around the Castro in San Francisco. That's what we're going to be doing. But the other thing with Ireland, and this is a story. This isn't even a joke. This is really what happened. I was with this family in Ireland. If you don't have 10 children, you're considered barren. So the couple, that's true. So the couple that I was staying with, I only had 2 children, and they were terribly worried, so they decided to adopt. And they consider themselves very liberal. They're Irish Catholic, liberal, living in Dublin. So they just said that they were really very liberal, and they said to me, so we decided we wanted to adopt a baby from the third world. And I said, well, that's very nice. They said, yes, we did. So, but we didn't want one that was too black. He says, you know, we didn't want. He said, so we went to Catholic Charities and they had them all lined up from white to black. And I said, how did you pick it? You know, what did you do? Did you take a swatch from your bedroom furniture and say, yeah? He says, walnut, we'll take that one. That's a true story. I love my computer. Don't you love your computer? You love your computer? Oh. You have a computer. Good for you. Yeah, you do. What kind do you have? Do you have a Mac?
Oh, heaven forbid, Linux.
No, you got PC.
No.
No, what do you have?
Linux.
Linux.
Linux, the real thing.
Well, you have a real thing?
Yeah.
Let's talk after the show. But I can press. Get back to my computer. I love my computer. I do. How many of you have Facebook? Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Now if I have Facebook, my box is always full.
God.
That's quite a change from the home. Do you have a memory stick? It doesn't be like, what's a memory stick? Yeah, do you have a memory stick? Does anybody a minute, you have a memory stick. No, you have the real thing.
We use memory sticks.
I love a memory stick. It's just like bad sex. You stick it in and something unexpected always happens. That's what happens, yeah. And a lot of people don't go to the doctor anymore. They don't go to the doctor anymore. They just type in their symptoms. You do that? You do that? Yeah, did it itch? They type in their symptoms, but I don't really see the difference. I typed in all my symptoms on the computer and it said program not responding. It sounds like Kaiser to me, I'll tell you.
Wow.
And I understand that an awful lot of girls are having sex on the computer. They're having sex on the computer. Do you do that?
Not
You
yet.
do. Tell me, how do you get it in?
Slowly.
Slowly. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, I know I'm wrinkled. I used to tell people these were laugh lines. See that there, laugh line? And I realized nothing could be that funny. You can see these things on Google
That was
Earth.
good.
Yeah, and you know, I took my bulldog to the vet and he gave me the shot. When you're my age, people think you don't matter. They think you don't matter. The lifeguard pulled me out of the pool and he looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you've been in here a long time." And then he threw me back in. I've got to admit it, my cleavage is so processed, my cleavage. There, see there? This kid is looking, he's like, no. My cleavage is so processed, I could play tic-tac-toe on it if I could remember where I put the pencil. And putting on a brow these days is like a Kenny Rogers song. You know, you have to know how to hold them, you have to know how to fold them. I just roll mine up and use a clamp. Someone said to me, why do you even wear a bra? I said, to keep them from hanging out the bottom of my blouse. I mean, these days I go to Hooters for the memory. But what's worse, my date goes for the food. Isn't that awful? My date goes for the food. Well, sometimes, there are a lot of joys to aging. There are a lot of joys to aging people. For example, I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's always a shock.
Yeah.
And I'm off the pill. I know. I just came back from Italy and I didn't get pregnant. Well, it doesn't happen every time, you know. And then I found out that when Italian men grope you, they're just finishing a sentence. And no more PMS. No more PMS. When I tell you I'm going to kill you.
I mean it.
You did it. That's right. I mean it. You know. One of the nice things about being my age, and this is true, ladies. This is for the ladies. You don't gain weight. You really don't gain weight. I think my metabolism looked at me and said, "Oh, the poor old sod, how long does she have?" Let her eat. But you don't gain weight. You really don't. I think when you get to be about 80, you stabilize in whatever healthy way. It stays that way until you kick off. Otherwise, how can you plan? You have to get the right size casket. Gain weight, you won't fit in. But whatever it is, I don't gain weight. And I was at Baskin Robbins and I ordered a hot fudge sundae with extra fudge, extra whipped cream, and extra nuts. And the girl said, "You forgot the cherry." I said, "Listen, I lost that years ago. Now I'm into nuts." She said, "You eat that, it'll go right to your hips." I said, "They're brand new. They can take it." It's about American women. I don't find this when I do comedy in other countries that women are that conscious of their weight. But American women are very conscious of their weight,
Yeah.
and they want to eat as much as they possibly can and never get fat. Right? We do. We do. And so the medical profession has stepped up to the plate, and they've invented the lap band. Does anybody, you know what the lap band is? Most women know what it is. You know what the lap band? You do, yeah.
Yes.
They insert it laparoscopically, and they tie it around your tummy. Yeah, and then you're not hungry anymore. But there are side effects. There's bloat, there's gastritis, there's heart attack. Wouldn't it be easier to put the band around the refrigerator? Amen to you too, honey. Yeah. And one of the things about the medical profession is they spend a lot of money on doing studies about things that we all know the answer to, and they're spending our taxpayer money. And they just finished a study on the male condition. One of the things they discovered is that men are hardwired to hit a moving target, which explains why they like sex in a waterbed. That's true. You're laughing. Try it. It's like playing drop the clothespin in a moving coke bottle. That's what it is. Sex in a waterbed. That's what I'm just telling you. It also said that more men commit suicide than women, which all goes to show they can do something right. Right? Yes, yes. And then they said that a man's penis is 3 times the size of his thumb. Let me see your thumb.
Ray's got a stubby.
And he's got this really, yeah.
Ray's got a stubby.
Put your thumb. Let me see your thumb. Is there anybody brave enough to clear some Asian person in here? I want a good thumb somewhere. I haven't seen a good thumb. Now that. That's a thumb. Yeah, but we know better, don't we, ladies? It's actually 10 times smaller than they say it is, isn't it? I don't dye my hair, which means that the carpet doesn't match the drapes. You can check after the show. You can too, because you got... I don't do drugs unless they're hard. And I don't do old men. Sometimes I get lonesome, so I read the obituaries for romantic leads. Oh, you should try it. You should try it. Yeah, if the survivor is male and can drive, I'm at the viewing. I love funerals, I do. The incense, the flowers, the hot prospects. You can get used clothing and new furniture if you play it right. You know, I found a really hot number at Woodlawn Cemetery not long ago. He was 80 years old. 80 years old, can you imagine? 80 years old. He drove over to my house in a 1933 Ford. Has anyone seen one of those? Have you seen one of those 1933 Ford? You know, anything that old is going to have something broken, something missing, and something leaking, right? Yes, and the car was a mess, too. Ooh. In my house, not yours. So I went on MySpace. Now you know how old I am. And I said I was looking at someone who was intelligent with dreamy eyes and a beard. And I got a hit from Liza Minnelli. I would like to know why that joke works in Scotland. I still can't figure out what it does. So I decided to Google my high school boyfriend, and I found him. Have you done that? Have you ever Googled your high school girlfriend? Did you find her? And you looked and you said, oh God, she's in bad shape. It's like my mother used to read the obituaries and say, serves him right. Never contributed to any decent church, serves him right. Anyway, I Googled my high school boyfriend, and I found him. And we made a date for 7:30 for dinner, and I decided this time I'd wear clothes. I know. He knew me when I was watertight. I did that. And didn't need ironing. He came over at 7:30 in the morning. And I said, no, we had a date for dinner. He said, I know, but I can't see the drive at night. Welcome to the senior condition. So there we were at Denny's because he had a coupon. He was whispering sweet nothings in my good ear. That's this one. We were having a spirited discussion about glucosamine when he said, "Oops, there goes my hearing aid. You'll have to sign." I said, "Listen, Buster, if this is on me, you're not. I don't care how long you've known them, ladies. They don't, my age, they don't pay, I don't play." Right? Absolutely. I have a new boyfriend now. Let's hear it for me and the new boyfriend. Yay, me. He's French and Russian, but I'm faster. I don't like to be seen out in public with him, though, because he's 60 years old, and I don't want to be arrested for pedophilia. But he sends me lovely emails. The one with the thumb. Does he send you nice emails there? He does. No, he doesn't. Because he's got this thumb. He doesn't have to worry. He knows. Anyway, do you send her nice emails? Do you send her nice emails? Who's she looking at you? I'll send her emails, just call her and say, "When's dinner ready?" Anyway, he sends me lovely emails. He says, no, he does. He said, "You are lovely, you are sweet, you are kind, you remind me of Mother Teresa." Does Mother Teresa swallow? Not anymore. Let's hear it for women. Let's hear it for women. Come so far. You really have. Isn't it amazing how times have changed and how women have just gotten so liberated and so free? Nora Ephron says the only thing that women's liberation got us was the Dutch treat. That's not mine, that's Nora Ephron. But I think she's wrong. I think we've gained a great deal. For example, the only one that wants a mink coat now is a mink, right? We thought diamonds were a girl's best friend. Now I think it's Botox. Or maybe it's your GPS. Your GPS? Yeah, maybe it's your GPS. Speaking of GPS, I have a GPS, and my friend Beth that's been driving with me, we call her the bossy bitch. But the problem is that she's gay. We have a nude beach in San Francisco. It's called Baker Beach. And whenever we go there, she says, "Turn left." I said, "I don't want to turn left." She says, "You lousy little bitch, you turn left." And when I put on the GPS, and she always says, oh, and it's always a girl, just like Ryan says, always a woman. She says, "I don't know why you bother. You never listen to me anyway." It sounds like my mother. It sounds just like my mother. But anyway, I'm so proud of women. We thought you needed a man to have a baby. Now all you need is a reliable thermometer and a good sperm bank, right? Right, yeah. I've always wanted a baby. I've always wanted a baby. And I thought maybe my time has come now that they have all that stuff frozen. You know, maybe I could have a baby. But I don't want to go to those fertility clinics because all those babies look like the doctor. All you girls have tattoos. Who has a tattoo? Oh, where's your... This is the dirty part of the show. Where's your tattoo? Where is it?
Mine?
Oh, right there. And what is it?
Oh, I have one on each shoulder.
You have one on each shoulder. What are they?
Memorials.
What are they, lovely? Because I'm deaf as a post. You have to shout.
One's a memorial for my daughter.
Oh, is that lovely? And that to remember your daughter. That's so lovely. You know, and anybody tattoo the baby's foot after they have the baby, they tattoo their foot. I always wonder where they put it. You know, put the foot right there where the baby's going to get them every single time. Yeah, the baby's foot. I saw a girl with Peter Pan tattooed to the small of her back. My God, what was she thinking? In 30 years, she's going to be sitting on it. Isn't that right? And then you all have piercings. You all have rings. Of course, I've had a ring in my ear ever since I turned 50. But you have rings. Who has piercings? Anybody got one? I see one. Where? You have piercings? Where? Who has piercings? Somebody's admitting it. Yeah. Oh, you do? Where? This is locker room talk. Where do you have it? You have it in your tongue. Does that make the food taste better? I mean, you know, you get the pasta around the fork and then you let it slither through the ring and then let's hear it for a ring in your tongue. I decided if you really want to, if you're really hot, you have to have a ring, right? And I think I'm very hot. What do you think?
Yeah.
A gift?
You're very hot.
So I got myself a nipple ring.
You got a
I keep my car keys in it, so I won't lose them. I just get in the car and I unlace my Reeboks, and there they are.
Oh my God.
Well, have you noticed that anything that's real is politically incorrect? Now, I'm going to be offending some people, but comedy is not meant to offend. It's just meant to make you think of things in a different light. But everything that's real, that you can't say things that you know are real. I mean, for example, you know that men and women are different. You know that, but you can't say anything. I mean, women put makeup on in the rearview mirror and men masturbate. But you can't say anything. You just have to wipe off the mirror, right? I mean, you know that paraplegics can't jump rope. Can't say anything. Pretend, no, you know. You know that Asians have small dicks. You know that.
Oh, thank you.
You can't say anything to say, oh, look at you with a little small dick. You can't say anything. What I have to say is, no, I just got big hands. And in contrast, you know that black men have big dicks. You know that. They do have big dicks. You can't say anything. You just have to say, no, I always walk this way.
They do.
You know. And you know that developmentally disabled people are stupid. You can't say that. You can't say that with dumb kids. You can't say that. You can't say that. And besides, we need stupid people. If we didn't have stupid people, we wouldn't have any Republicans. Now, for those of you who are Republican and offended, here's your joke. It is absolutely true that 47% of the population are freeloaders. It's absolutely true. Yes, and if we didn't have them, we wouldn't have any Democrats. But you know, when I was a kid, we thought that anybody could be president. Now anybody can. We thought the president was God. Now it's the other way around. So I decided I want to run for president.
Yeah.
And my motto was going to be, no, you can't. Yeah, and I'm going to solve the population problem. I'm going to circumcise. I'm going to do that. I'm going to give all boys vasectomies as soon as they're 13. I mean, why can't people think of something simple like that? It works, doesn't it? Yeah. And then we'll wait until the population is level, and then we'll let them do it again. I think that would be really wonderful. But you know, I tried internet dating. Has anyone tried that?
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of liars in this room. So I went on gdate.com. Gdate. Geriatric date. For a website like that, I don't think they should have headshots. Do you? I think they should have body scans. Well, you want to know, is the hip his? Do the teeth come out at night? Now, you know, it's a whole different blowjob if the teeth come out at night. So I got a hint from this guy, and he said, well, I would like to take you to Starbucks. Well, you need to know that when you're 79 years old, Starbucks is a hot date. You get caffeine. So he said, yeah, I would love that. He said, well, okay, I'll pick you up at 7:30. How many steps to your front porch? I didn't get that. So I said, 2. He said, well, then I'll just pull up to the curb and honk, and you come out. I don't know whether he got there at 7:30 or not, because at 7:30, I was still looking for my hearing aid, and I never did find it, so I had to go upstairs and get my teeth. But by that time, the batteries were soaked. Now, none of you understand that joke, so I'm going to give you a joke to explain it, all right? A man was walking down the street with a suppository in his ear. And someone said, sir, you have a suppository in your ear. And he said, ooh, now I know where I put my hearing aid. So I finally went out with this guy. I finally went out with the shortest man I've ever seen, and these little crutches, and he walked like this. Why you old men walk like this is something I will never understand. It's as if you're trying to protect something that doesn't need protecting. And we were at Starbucks, together, and he gave me $20, and he said, get whatever you want. So I got a cab and went home. And I want to thank you. I will let you Ruth, you've been amazing.